Hello students, welcome to my channel OmniGyan. Today the topic that we are going to learn is email writing, and this video has been made especially keeping in mind the school students. Now email writing has become a very important part of school syllabus, and apart from higher classes like classes 9, 10, 11 and 12, nowadays it has been seen that even junior classes 6, 7, 8 are also having email writing in their school syllabus. So what is an email? Okay, as you can see, email stands for electronic mail. Okay, email stands for E stands for electronic and mail is mail. An email can be defined simply as an electronic letter. Okay, so an email is an electronic letter, and email is sent with the help of internet connection. Okay, now there is not much difference between email writing and letter writing, not much difference from the viewpoint of its composition. Okay, now as in letter writing, we need a postal address for sending a letter. Okay, we need an address, right? If you have to send a letter to your friend or to any officer, you need a postal address, which consists of the name of the state, the name of the district, pin code. Okay, in the same manner, in email writing too, we need an address for sending the mail. Okay, now in letter writing, that address is called postal address, and in email writing, the address that is required for sending the mail is called email ID. Okay, you need an email ID. So E stands for electronic and mail. Okay, so it is electronic mail. Let's continue. Now, why is email important? You might wonder that when once upon a time we had letters, okay, which was very much in vogue. Now, why has email become so much important nowadays? Email has become very popular nowadays. There are several advantages of an email over letters. Okay, now why letter writings are not used nowadays? Okay, we will learn some of the advantages of email writing over letter writing, and let's learn those one by one. Now there are two columns here, email writing and letter writing. Okay, these are the advantages of email writing and why email writing has become more important than letter writing we will analyze here. Okay, so let us discuss the first point. Email can be sent at any time. Okay, at any time, whether it is day or night or afternoon or evening, 24/7 into 365 days you can send an email. Okay, but letter is not like that. There is a specific time when you have to go to the post office, which is open for a limited period of time. If you wish to go for courier service, that is also open for a limited period of time. Okay, say there's an emergency and you'll have to send a letter at 10 p.m. night. Okay, do you think there will be any post office or courier service open? Obviously not. So letter cannot be sent, you have to wait for the next day. But email is not like that, you can send at any point of time. Okay, second point is email can be sent within seconds. So it requires seconds. Obviously, if your internet connection is quite strong, emails can be sent within seconds. Okay, but letters take several days to reach. Now a person staying in Jammu and Kashmir, if he has to send a letter to his friend in Bangalore, okay, it might take several days, 7 days, 15 days. Okay, and email, it can be sent within seconds, right? Third point is email is very cheap. Obviously, you don't need too many things to compose an email. You just need a mobile phone or a laptop or a tablet. Okay, and you can sit anywhere, compose a mail and send it to your friend. While writing letters, we need paper, pens, envelope, postage, stamps, etc. Okay, so many things are required. I won't say that letter writing is very expensive, but it requires money, okay, and a lot of arrangements. But for email writing, you don't need too many things. Okay, you just sit, if you know the address, email ID of that person, Okay, just type the email and then you can just click on send button and your email reaches that person within seconds, right? Okay, now this is a screenshot of the composition page for email writing. Okay, now obviously the one that you're going to learn, especially which is important for your exam, is not like the one that is being shown here. This is just a sample. Okay, now here you have two is the receiver's address. Okay, the person you're going to send the mail, that person's email ID is required in this two section. CC BCC is carbon copy, blind carbon copy. These are not part of your syllabus and it is not required in your examination, so this portion we may skip. I'm just showing you a screenshot how this composition page in the email looks like. Subject is there in your exam also. So subject is what, writing in a line what your email is about. So in one line you have to write what your email is about, and then finally you have body of the email. Okay, here you will compose the main mail, which will be a type of letter only. Okay, you are informing that person, giving various details. Okay, here you can see there's an attachment section where you can send file. Okay, where you can send document file, where you can send music, videos. Okay, supporting your email. Okay, you can attach files here. Okay, I hope you have understood. Okay, let's move on. Now, what are the steps for email writing? Now this is important for your exam. Okay, this is important for your exam. Steps for email writing. So what is the first step? First step is you have to write the date first. Now if I go back here, you see that there is no date section here. This is just a sample. Okay, this is just a sample screenshot of the composition page of email writing, not necessarily important for your exam. Okay, now this part is important for your exam and that is different from this one. Okay, so let us learn the steps. So first step, number one, is you have to write the date first. I will show you a sample, but let us first learn the steps one by one. So first of all, you will have to write the date. Okay, then sender's email ID, which is required. Okay, senders means your email ID. You are sending the mail, so your email ID is important first. Then you will have to write the receiver's email ID. I told you two here. Okay, receiver's email ID, right? Okay, your friend's email ID or the person you're going to send the mail to, that person's email ID. Then you will have to write the subject. I told you, writing in a line what your email is about. Okay, so that is subject. So after subject comes greetings or salutations. Now that comes in the main part of the body. So here you'll write dear sir, dear madam, if it is a formal email, or if you have to write an email to your friend, you will be writing my dear ABC, okay, XYZ, whatever it is. Okay, so greetings and salutations. Then the main body of the email, here you are providing the detail of your email. Okay, the details of your email, the body of the email. Okay, here you compose the main mail in detail. Okay, and then finally number 7, not finally actually, but this is actually the final process where you finish writing your mail. Number 7, which is complimentary closing. Complimentary closing is nothing, it is same as letter. Yours sincerely, yours faithfully, yours loving friend, yours truly, yours obedient student. Okay, all these things comes under complimentary closing. So you can see here number 5, number 6 and number 7 are same as letter writing. So in letter writing also you'll find greetings, body of the email or body of the letter, and complimentary closing. Okay, and in email ID also these 3 things are actually same. Okay, finally when your composition is over, when you have written the mail from step 1 till step 7, when you have completed, okay, writing the email in your exam, then what you have to do is that you will have to draw a box. I'll show you how to draw a box. Say something like this. Say, I have drawn box here, right? Okay, this is not, obviously this is not the sample of the mail, that will come in the next slide, but here you can see that you'll have to draw a box. See, do not draw the box in the beginning and then start writing the date, then sender's email ID, because sometimes what happens, if your handwriting is a little bigger, okay, then it might cross the box. Okay, that won't look good in the exam. Okay, and there will be chances that your marks may be deducted. Okay, So you have to draw a box after having finished writing the email, and this is important for examination. Okay, if I go to the previous page, you see there are no boxes here, right? Okay, now this is the real screenshot of that composition page. Okay, I hope you have understood. Now there are few points that you have to keep in mind while composing a mail. Email ID of sender and receiver should be correct. Obviously your from address and the to address email ID should be correct. Okay, subject should be very short and clear. Do not write bigger subjects. There are at certain times students write 3-line 4-line subjects also. Okay, that is not appropriate. Subject is a one-liner. Subject is very short, it's a one-liner, and subject should be absolutely clear. Okay, now number 3, what you will have to avoid is you will have to avoid the use of abbreviations. Okay, short forms like ASAP as soon as possible. Never write these things, especially in a formal email. Okay, then short forms. Okay, short forms and abbreviations are almost same. Then obviously you shouldn't use slang language while composing a mail. Okay, these 3 things should be avoided, and you must keep these things in mind. Then number 4, which is important and which is one of the most important aspect as far as your examination is concerned, which is that in the examination word limit should be kept in mind. Obviously you must keep the word limit in your mind. So generally email writings are given a limit of 120 to 150 words. So you will see that when a question is given in your examination, it will be written that compose a mail, the topic will be given, and it will be given that compose a mail within, or write an email within 120 to 150 words. Okay, sometimes it is 150 to 200 also, or 180 to 200 also. Sometimes it is like that. Okay, but generally 120 to 150 words. Okay, or whatever word limit is given to you, and this word limit applies only to the body of the letter. Okay, let's go back a little. Date, sender's email ID, receiver's email ID, subject, greetings and salutations, and complimentary closing. Okay, excluding number 6. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. Word limit is not applicable for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 and 7. Word limit is applicable only for the body of the email. Here the main part. Okay, now you won't count, don't count to section, date section, subject section, don't count word limit here. Your word limit applies only to the body of the mail. Even complimentary closing, dear, yours truly, yours sincerely, yours faithfully, do not count those words. Word limit is applicable only for the body of the email, main body of the email. Okay, I'll be showing you one sample. Okay, look at this. This is a sample email. Now date 09 May 2020. Don't count this as 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, so word limit won't apply here. Okay, so let's see. So first step is date. Second step is your email ID. So here it is Mahesh. I have given an imaginary name. Now please keep one thing in mind, that follow the name that is given in your exam. In the exam, questions will be asked in this way, that imagine you are Ajay or Anita, write a mail to such and such person about such and such thing. So you will have to use the name that is being given in your question. Now here I am, because this is a sample email only, so I have given an imaginary mail ID here. Okay, so from is your, so imagine that you are Mahesh. Okay, so you begin with a bracket and then your name Mahesh @ okay, you have to practice writing @ in this way. Okay, gmail.com, and then close the bracket in this way. Okay, close the bracket in this way. Then 2 is your friend's address, email ID, or the person you are writing mail. Okay, that person you are writing the mail. So again you begin with a bracket and then say that person's name is George, so @ yahoo.com, and then bracket is closed. Generally Gmail and Yahoo, you can use these domains there's no problem. Then subject is according to your question. I have given an imaginary subject here according to the body. So say subject is unable to come home. This is an informal email. Okay, this is an informal email. Okay, this is not a formal email. So subject is, say for example, unable to come home as planned earlier. So when the person looks at the subject, he can immediately identify or understand or have a fair idea of what your email is going to be about. Okay, so first of all, the person will read the subject and then he will go in detail, through your mail. If your subject is not interesting, if your subject is too lengthy, or if your subject is not clear, the person will not go through your email, especially official emails. Okay, emails that you send in offices, because people remain busy over there, so they won't they receive hundreds of mails every day. So they will first see your subject. If your subject is appealing, if your subject is short, crispy and clear, then only he will go through your main body. Otherwise he won't go. Your mail may get rejected. Okay, now this is an informal letter writing. Formal and informal is same thing, format is same. Now I begin here with dear ABC. Okay, it should be actually dear George, because George is, you're sending a mail to George, so it should be George. Anyways, no problem. So this is the main composition of the email. Okay, so here you can see this mail is very short. Now here you will count. If your email, if your word limit for the email writing is say 120 to 150 words, say 150 words. Okay, you'll have to count from here. You'll have to count from here. How are all at home? Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. Don't count punctuations. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then it will go on, and then it will stop at 150. Say this particular email is, the body is 150. 150 from where? From how till return from Delhi. Regards, yours sincerely, Mahesh. Do not count these. Okay, word limit does not apply to complimentary closings. Okay, I hope you are understanding. Okay, so 150 maximum, or as given to you in the exam. Okay, follow proper instructions. When question is given in the exam, please follow proper instructions. Okay, then finally you put a regards here. This does not come in letter writing. This particular thing, regards, does not come in letter writing. Sometimes instead of regards it is given warmest regards, WARMEST, warmest regards also. Okay, regards or best wishes, sometimes these kind of things come. Okay, but regards is generally regards can generally be used by students. There's no problem with it. So regards, yours sincerely, or yours truly, complimentary closing. This is your complimentary closing. Okay, yours sincerely, yours truly, yours obediently. Okay, or truly yours, and do not give apostrophe. Okay, yours sincerely. Okay, this is complimentary closing. And then your name here, because from is Mahesh, so here also it will be same, Mahesh. If your name is Ajay, you'll have to put Ajay here according to your question. Then here also it should be Ajay. It is not like you've put Mahesh here and you are putting Ajay here. Okay, it should not be like that. Your email ID, the name of your email ID and your name should be same, right? So then finally you put Mahesh, your name here, and then the email writing is finished, and then you draw box. See, the way I have drawn the box, you'll have to draw exactly in the same manner. Date, then you draw a line like that. From, you've written your email ID, draw a line like that. To george@yahoo.com, draw a line like that. After subject, draw a line. Okay, and then finally you compose your mail. Then you draw a box. You draw a box at the end. Do not draw the box in the beginning. After you have composed your email writing, okay, after you have finished writing everything, including the complimentary closing and your name, you draw a box like that, and draw very neatly with pencil. Use pencil, scale. Okay, draw the box very neatly, because neatness and tidiness is very important in the exam. Okay, and for neatness and tidiness, you get sometimes it leaves a very good impression on the examiner also. Okay, so you draw a box and then your email writing is over. Okay, so that was the end. Subscribe to the channel Omni Gyan, share the video, like the video, comment, Okay, thank you everyone and all the best.